It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. And it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
On first down, Breeze to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Breeze. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Breeze. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down throw, Warner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he'll be brought down at the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Warner to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st and 10, Warner. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities. And
a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, It can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Breeze now. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Bush. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Breeze now to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And some room to maneuver. 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards the gain that time, another 1st down. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. They run up the middle with Bush. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 9. Now Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Warner. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Now Warner. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. It'll be Warner on 1st down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Warner. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, Warner. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be 1 completion away from stealing a late field goal here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read, and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Warner. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Warner. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. And he's going to have a Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give inside for Falk. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Warner. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, Warner. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Running right, here's Falk. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Falk. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and 2, Warner. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Breeze now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the delay, it's Bush. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Breeze. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing now is Breeze. Touchdown, Saints! Michael Thomas from 6 yards away.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Saints 10.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, Hardy. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bush.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Breeze to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bush.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. To throw is Breeze. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown. They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On the handoff, this is Falk. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Second down at 5.
Warner to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So third down coming up. And Charles, I guess a question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A play fake. Now Warner steps away. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Now a first down throw, Warner. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like when he saw it all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Warner from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
To throw on 3rd down, Warner. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, well, we're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. And it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On first down, Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Breeze. He finds his man complete. It's Bush.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay.